Well, that was intense. Hello, 2025. Welcome back. Or welcome if you're new. I'm Kim, and this is the Coffee and Craft Chat. It used to be the Coffee and Craft podcast, but now it's the Coffee and Craft Chat. So I'll get to it in a second. But first of all, I just wanted to say thank you once again to everyone who followed along with the shenanigans in December and kept me company throughout Vlogmas. It was indeed very intense, and I didn't finish it. I've done Vlogmas before, I completed it all the way through, but that was in a different lifetime when I had more time on my hands, and this year I was juggling Vlogmas alongside homeschooling, which would probably be a surprise to no one when I say that was a lot. I definitely bit off more than I could chew, but I don't regret it. So what I thought I would do today is kick off the new year with a video where I talk a little bit about Vlogmas, yes. I'll discuss quickly the challenges and the highlights of it, and also whether I think it was worth it in the long run. But I also want to talk about the future of this channel and my business as a whole, because I did kind of leave, excuse me, I have notes, of course I do. I left 2024 on a bit of a cliffhanger in that I knew that something was going to have to change and that I was going to have to drop a part of my business, be that the handmade products side of the business, this YouTube channel, or my Patreon community. It was going to be one of those, and I was waiting until I was able to take a break, which I took. It was glorious. I ate lots of cheese and just didn't do much thinking. It was beautiful. And I have an answer, I think. As I said to my Patreons, it's not so much of a plan as a plur, but that'll do. But first, I want to share something epic with you all. New year, new mug. This was a Christmas present from my darling daughter, a little mushroom mug. So it's its first outing, and I will be drinking coffee from my new little munchkin mug? Mushroom mug. Oh, for goodness sake. It's too early for the wheels to come off already. Clearly I need to drink this coffee. So without further ado, let's dive in. So, as I said at the very start of this video, it was intense. And I knew it would be because I have done Vlogmas before, but I wasn't homeschooling at the time. Juggling the two things was interesting, and we shall move on. So why did I do it? Because I'm a stubborn little muppet and I wanted to, in a nutshell. I really enjoy Vlogmas. I think it's because I don't do vlogs here on this channel. They're kind of very talking head videos. So the opportunity to be more creative with my videos felt and feels more fun. And if I'm being brutally honest, a lot of my business has not felt fun for the past good few months. So I did it for me. That and something else. I had a seed in my head, a seed of a thought, a seed of a feeling, I don't know, that doing Vlogmas was gonna unlock something for me. An answer as to how to move forward with my business. I didn't understand it more than that. Still not sure that I do. But the last time I felt like this was when I started my YouTube channel. I had no idea how it was going to work with my business, if at all. YouTube then, and arguably still, doesn't really feel like a job, let alone a paying one. So I didn't really understand why I felt so pulled to do it as more than a hobby. But I did, and I just couldn't shake the feeling that it was going to be an important part of the business. So I just followed my gut on that one, and if anybody had asked me logically for the reasoning, I would not have been able to give you a logical reason, because there wasn't one. It was just, I was just feeling led, and it was the same with this. I just thought Vlogmas is going to help somehow. It's going to be bloody hard work, but you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to help somehow. So I just trusted that and went with it, and guess what? It wasn't wrong. So, quickly mention the challenges and the highlights. The challenges, as I've said, juggling it alongside homeschooling was fun. Also, anybody who's ever filmed and edited a video for YouTube and had to also think about things like thumbnails and titles and all of this stuff will know that just doing that for one video a week or even one video a month can be a lot of freaking work. Now try and do it every single day. Hence why I was feeling a little bit ragged around the edges. Not rough around the edges, freaking ragged by the end of it. So, was it worth it? Yes. Yes, it was. And I know that someone's going to ask me about the revenue, and I see a lot of comments about Vlogmas from people who say, oh, people only do Vlogmas because you make a lot of money doing it, which always makes me chuckle, because the first time I did it on my channel that wasn't monetized and I didn't make a penny from it. So, and this year, because it's so different to the content that I usually make, it was actually a gamble, because I could have really hurt this channel and not made much money from it at all. So no, not everybody does Vlogmas because they're in it for the money. If you already make vlogs and you already make that style of content, yes, you might very well see an uptick in revenue. Did I? Not really, no. I made the same amount that I would usually make in a month. In fact, I think it was September that I actually made more than I did just making one video a week as opposed to one every single day. This is important. When it comes to monetization in terms of ad revenue, it's the content that's important, not so much how often you post. So more videos does not automatically equal more revenue. It can do, again, it can do, but not for everyone. So if you see a comment from someone saying people just do it for the money, I do immediately question if they've ever done it themselves, if they even have a YouTube channel. Put it this way, it was worth it for me in that I was still able to pay my bills as usual. I didn't lose any money. For that I'm very grateful, so thank you very much for watching along with it and helping me keep the lights on once again for another month. But that's okay, because that wasn't the reason why I did it. Again, I was following the feelings, and just because I wanted to play with the channel for a little while, because everything had been feeling so heavy for the last few months previous. So I just wanted to, and I just wanted to test out the waters and see if there was any clues in there somewhere that would help me, and it has. So it was definitely worth it. In that vein, not just in the revenue vein, but also it was worth it in the sense that it's helped me with my editing. It stands to reason that if you do something often enough, you're going to get better at it. So there's a huge learning curve when you are filming and editing videos one after the other, day after day. It's not a learning curve I would recommend everybody do unless you feel pulled towards it, but my editing has definitely gotten faster again, for sure. Better? I would argue that my editing has never been very good. I like scrappy. I like the, you know, I like things that don't feel too polished, so I've never felt the need to polish my editing. But faster, yes. Yes. I can do scrappy faster. And the highlights were, well, one, it gave me that excuse to play. I got to have fun with it. I also got a pair of Christmas socks out of it. I don't think I would have been able to have finished those otherwise if I didn't have your encouragement. And also, I think knowing that I was sharing my progress with you pretty much every single day, it did sort of light the fire under me a little bit to get them finished. So it's, yeah, thank you very much for that. I also got to know you guys a lot better, and I found that the engagement went through the roof. My subscribers, the growth of the channel definitely slowed down, and I lost quite a few subscribers in the process, which I kind of had a feeling I might. And again, that was okay. If you've been here for a while, you'll have heard me talk about the importance of attracting not just the right people, but also repelling the wrong people. That's not to say that the people who unsubscribe were wrong per se. It's more that I'm going to go off into a different direction this year, which I'm going to talk about, and it just means that what I will do from now on may not be in alignment with what these people initially subscribed and wanted to watch from me. So it's just a very natural parting of ways, and it was fine. And as I say, the engagement did take off, and that was what I wanted. I want, you know how I feel about community and that community aspect and getting to know people. that community aspect is what I crave. It's what keeps me online. It's what makes me do this business online as opposed to getting a job elsewhere. I just like being able to talk to people that I never would be able to if it weren't for the internet. So yes, was Vlogmas worth it? Abso-blimmin-lutely. Would I do it again? Probably not. If I'm still homeschooling by December this year, absolutely not. It's too much. It's too much, even for my little brain that needs to be constantly busy. No, I will find another way that doesn't leave me as a human puddle by the end. Because I don't know if I've already mentioned this, I didn't make it all the way through. Very blimmin' close. I think I got to day 21. So day 21 out of 24, not bad. I'm taking that. But even so, I was hanging by a thread at that point. Whew. But again, totally worth it, because when I did stop vlogging, yeah, that's right, that's a word, well done Kim, and I sat down and I just let work go to the back for a bit in my brain and just let go and eat all of the cheese and drink all of the mulled wine and just snuggle with my family in the house. What I hoped would happen happened pretty blooming quickly, and that was I was able to see and feel very clearly the direction that I wanted my business to go in this year. I think I needed to push myself a bit too far, i.e. Vlogmas, so I could see and feel what needed to come. So what is coming? Okay, well, as far as this channel goes, because obviously you're here, you're watching it, it's not going to be a huge change. Obviously, I started this video saying that this is the Coffee and Craft chat as opposed to the Coffee and Craft podcast. And that's essentially it. It's not going to be the content that's going to change so much, or the videos that I make. They're still going to be very chatty. I'm still going to be rocking up and talking to you about, you know, all things to do with running a handmade business. It's just going to be less, I think it's the presentation that's going to change. So less podcast based, and there's going to be more, maybe not this video because I'm unprepared, but I'm hoping that it will be more like Vlogmas was. More B-roll, maybe a bit more music, a little bit more something something, if you see what I mean. Because that for me is fun. And anything that feels fun is something that I feel instantly pulled to do, and it just feels easier, and it will help me keep showing up, and it will just help me keep that dreaded burnout feeling at bay, which is where we like it. You can still switch on my videos and you can still have them on in the background as you're working, but I will be showing you more things. I'm also going to be talking more about my own business, as in the you know, the handmade things, which, you know, some of you may remember that this was hanging up on the wall. If you've been watching Vlogmas, you'll know that I almost broke it, which is why I should probably put it down. But my point is that I'm going to be sort of showcasing my own handmade goodies a little bit more. So I want this to be more of a community. However, I still need to keep the lights on. So you will see me banging on about the channel membership a lot more going forward. Don't hate me. I need to keep the lights on in my business, she says, sitting in a dark office. You'll have to excuse me. This is just what my office looks like in the winter. It is a bit darker. I haven't got the light on because it's yellow and I hate it. Again, if you watched Vlogmas, you'll know exactly how I feel about that light and why it's not on. I would rather sit in the dark. But my point, stay on point, Kim. You are my members here. Everyone is helping to keep the lights on. So I will be banging that drum a lot more in 2025. If that's a problem, then I'm sorry. You might want to go somewhere else. And then obviously the handmade product side of the business is staying. So that just leaves my Patreon community. And I've already posted a video for them. They already know about these changes. I've told them first. Because it is going to be the Patreon community that I end up putting down. Not straight away, because I want 2025, I'm struggling with that, 2025 to be a more calmer year. Touch wood. I'm making the changes gradually. There's still stuff that I want to talk about over on that community. I've got a list of videos that I want to make. So what I'm planning to do is to make those videos, and once I've done that, then I will close the monthly membership. But I will be winding that down and focusing on this channel, the channel membership, and the shop. And I will be integrating more of the behind the scenes shop stuff into this channel, because again, my Beech Tree Handmade channel is gonna have to also be put down. When I say put down, I mean like put down the balls that I've been juggling, but it sounds like put down as in pick your metaphor. And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit resentful about some of those changes because I don't want to do them. But the holidays and doing Vlogmas, all of it working together kind of just show me that this is the direction that I have to go in. And I really hope that you'll stick around for it. But I understand if that's not your bag and just not here for it, that is perfectly okay. Now, I wouldn't be a good businesswoman if I didn't mention the channel membership, so please give me a moment just to do the thing. It's $1.99 a month. That's the lowest amount that YouTube will let me set that tier at. There's just one tier. Everybody gets exactly the same. I post the monthly reset videos over there, and I've made some changes to those, and I get a little bit deeper into the sales and what have you that I've made, just because I think it might be interesting for other people, and also because I feel like it's a safer place for me to do that. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, head on over. There's already a few videos sat there ready and waiting that you can watch, and there's also another monthly reset video going up in a few days time because it's January. Apparently. Don't ask me how that happened. Good grief. So that, in a nutshell, is how things are going to change over here. It's going to be much the same, it's just going to be presented to you in a different way. A little bit more vloggy, Vlogmas essentially, except without the socks and the advent calendar. So if you've reached this part of the video, thank you so much for watching all of this nonsense to the end. If you haven't yet liked the video, please do. I know it's such a YouTubey thing to say, like and subscribe, but it really does help us get our videos actually seen. So, you know, algorithms, they're a thing. And if you would like to join me over on the channel membership, please do. But if you don't want to, or you can't for any reason, that's absolutely fine. Like I say, just be patient with me, because I am going to have to talk about it a bit more as the year goes on, which I'm hoping is going to be a calmer one. So thanks all for watching. I love you dearly. Here's to a calm 2025. Here's hoping. Try. Oh God, was that subtle foreshadowing?